Guys, this is Elena with Elena Nicole Health, answering some frequently asked questions around exercise and movement, really getting in those realistic, sustainable, healthy habits. Last week in my Facebook group, Feel Good Fit Life, we did a movement challenge. We had some people who participated, others who asked questions. So I wanted to address them on a video and talk a little bit about some tips and tricks and how to address some of these things. So one question that came in was, what do you do when you procrastinate your workouts and then you run out of time and don't ever end up getting them done? So my number one question to you would be, figure out why you're procrastinating. Put yourself back in the last time this happened, or the next time it does happen. Pay attention. What is going through your mind? What thoughts are creating kind of that feeling of procrastination for you? Are you feeling overwhelmed? Are you feeling like you don't want to do it? Are you feeling like you can't do it? What is it exactly? Are you trying to fit in something that's much too long for the time that you have? Do you have too much to do in the time that you have? There's so many different reasons and thoughts that we're probably having or could be having during that time that are creating that feeling of overwhelm and kind of angst that is pushing us to procrastinate and not do that workout. Every single thing that we do or don't do is created by a feeling that is initially created by a thought. So when you're finding yourselves in the situations where you are carrying through with something that you either do or don't want to be doing, it can always be traced back to that. So that is a key point here. In any situation you find yourself in, is you just sit down and try and figure out exactly what happened. And usually you can figure out, well, I was thinking that, I didn't have enough time, or I was thinking that I didn't want to do the workout. It's always tied back to a thought. So once you figure out what that thought is, it's really helpful just to become aware of it and then just kind of ask yourself, why was I thinking that? And you can ask yourself, is it true? Is it just an excuse? But really more importantly is, how do you feel when you think that? Because if we're feeling overwhelmed or frustrated or anxious or really negative in any way, it's not driving any positive action. And sounds like you really want to be doing these workouts and you don't want to be putting them off. So if you're feeling any of those things that I just mentioned, you're going to likely continue putting them off. So we want to address what exactly the reasoning is, what the thought is behind that, and then slowly start to shift it to something more positive. Now, more on the tactical side, you really want to evaluate, are you trying to do too much in too short of a period of time? Do you have an actual plan that you're following? If you don't, I would highly encourage that you pick one, you schedule it into your calendar, and you commit to doing it no matter what. Show up when you don't feel like it for a certain period of time, more often then you don't. So you can actually start to create that habit and that routine and that overall lifestyle, and show yourself that when you say you're going to do something, that you actually do. So those are just a few tips. If you have questions, please feel free to let me know. If this is something anyone would like more help on, I do one-on-one coaching, I do group coaching. You can always reach out to me at Elena Nicole Health on any of my social channels. My website is elenanicolehealth.com. You can always join my free Facebook group where we do run challenges and giveaways and all sorts of things like that, and that is Feel Good Fit Life. Thanks so much.